I need to understand what it is that's going on at Disney. If it's a scarcity of good writers, if it's a scarcity of producers and execs who know exactly what it is that they're doing, because there is no sensible, tangible reason for there to be a Moana adaptation, live action adaptation, just 10 years after its release. There's a whole trailer out. This movie is just a few months away. What are we doing? The plot has been lost completely. It really does get to a point where we need to ask the question, who exactly is it that's asking for all these live action remakes? Hi, I'm Tomiwa, and I love to share my thoughts, my takes on film, television, pop culture, books, you name it. 3D animated films are making comebacks as live action remakes, and it's the most insane thing. Let's get into it. There was a time where 2D animation was Disney's, was their stamp, it was what the world knew them for. The way they championed 2D animation, the iconic brand of love and light and magic and fairy tales and animals, etc, etc, etc. Now, traditionally 2D animated films are rare, if ever made at all, by big Hollywood players. It's somewhere in between profitability, modernity, etc, etc. But the thing is, if it were about profitability, the anime industry wouldn't be grossing literal billions annually. And honestly speaking, if Disney ever really wants to shake up things, like shake up the space, dipping their toes back in that traditional 2D animation might work some magic for them. But right now, this live action craze needs to be cured because it's sickening. It really kicked off in 2015 with the remake of Cinderella, which was massive at the time. It was a game changer, it was breathtaking, it was a visual masterpiece, it was spectacular. It was followed up with Beauty and the Beast. Not as spectacular, but somewhere in the same ballpark in terms of profits, reception. But then Disney kept giving us more and more and more and more. And now other studios have begun to follow suit. Tell me why How to Train Your Dragon is being adapted into live action. I need to understand because it's not making any sense to me. Can someone make it make sense? It's driving me insane. Genuinely, it's driving me insane.
Somebody save me!
I can understand the jump from 2D animation to live action films, wanting to show how the story pans out in the two different, distinct forms of media. But 3D animation to live action, 3D animation, which is supposed to be as realistic as possible in all its forms, into live action. What's I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is because it's the same audience. It's not like there's a large fraction of audiences that's like, oh, I'm not going to watch Tangled because it's animated. I'm going to wait for it to be done in live action where I can see actual human beings and a realistic, grounded version of Rapunzel. No one is asking for this. There's the creative in me, there's the actor in me that's like, oh, you know what? It's putting food on the table, it's thrusting talent to the spotlight, like Milo Manheim, who's been cast as Flynn in this upcoming Tangled. Big up to him. There's talks of Catherine Hahn playing Mother Gothel. Big up to her. It's not setting a good precedent. It's not setting a good precedent. There's Moana, Tangled, and How to Train Your Dragon. When it was just 2D films, I could stomach it. I could endure it. But now you're coming for the 3D animated ones. And while we're still even on this, the 2D animated films, I kind of understood the reason behind bringing Cinderella back to the modern audiences because it came out in the last century. Same with Beauty and the Beast, and I can understand wanting to polish it up to modern standards. But then there's the jump to movies like, once again, Tangled, Moana. There's talks about Frozen getting live action animation. I hope those talks remain rumors. In all of this, The Princess and the Frog still hasn't been adapted. That is one adaptation I would not have minded. That's one adaptation that would have sat right with me. The people want it. The people want it. My people want it. My people want it. Give us our live action Tiana, please and thank you. Because I mean, like, you don't this plethora of Caucasian princesses. Let's sprinkle some color in. I know we are not counting Halle Bailey's Little Mermaid. That was a beautiful adaptation, beautifully done, very well made. She did her thing. All 10s are due to her. But it's one thing to race swap, and it's another thing to carefully curate stories for people that look like us. Give us our own stories. Give our stories the same time, the same weight, the same stakes, the same budgets. But of course, looking at the track record of things, it's not even looking palatable, because look at Dr. Facilier, as iconic as he was. You look at the track record Disney has with live action villains. Look at Count Frollo. Oh my goodness. That's another adaptation that needs to happen. If Disney must give us adaptations, that's an adaptation that needs to happen. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The film was carried to a very large extent by Frollo. Just has to be the most iconic Disney villain out there. Possibly the most iconic male villain of all time. If we're talking animation, argue with your grandparents, don't argue with me.
Don't even think about it.
I stand by that one. But yeah, Count Frollo was insanity. And I still, to this day, struggle with putting 2 on 2 as to how that film was tailor-made for children. As grim as that film was.
Protect me, Maria. Don't let the siren cast her spell. Don't let her fire sear my flesh and bone. Destroy Esmeralda and let her taste the fires of hell, or else let her be mine and mine alone.
Still makes no sense to me. But yeah, I would love to see that film adapted and adapted right. But in terms of live action, there's very little that live action does to really amp up these villains the way they're supposed to be amped up. Look at Disney's most recent failure, Gal Gadot as the evil queen.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all?
Was Glenn Close not available? I don't know about y'all, but I am tired. I'm so tired. The concept of Gal Gadot as the evil queen. This was the first Disney villain of all time, and knowing the weight of that, knowing how iconic that character and everything she represented was supposed to be, you thought the best course of action was to throw this role at Gal Gadot. Thank God for Rachel Zegler's life, is all I'll say. Yeah, Disney hasn't been the best. The villains have been a little lackluster. Sure, we had Kate Blanchett as Lady Tremaine in the Cinderella remake. 10s are due to Kate Blanchett, but that animated Lady Tremaine, I'm sorry. She was a thing of nightmares. Kate Blanchett's was more grounded, was more, you know. Look at the Lion King remake. That's the one that tickles me. Because...
Oh no, Mufasa, perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me.
No comments. No comments on the Lion King and Mufasa the Lion King. Let's just pray it never repeats itself. Let's leave talking animals out of the live action thing. I'm hearing rumors about a Bambi remake. What really gets me is it's more than the remakes. It's remakes and there's sequels. An Aladdin sequel is in talks. Although I don't really mind that one. I did like Aladdin and did love Will Smith as Genie. That's going to be something worth watching. You see, the thing with me is I'm not particular about burn them all, to hell with all of them. No, I'm not on that. Like, if it's a good film, I'm going to watch. But it's a thing where, are these films becoming substitutes for creativity, as in actual writers getting in the writer's room and curating something that is beautiful and original and authentic and grounded and heavy and impressionable and lasting and worth going to the cinemas for? You hardly see this with Disney originals. Can we talk about Disney Channel for a moment? Nah. That's going to be a separate episode. Bottom line, I want so much for Disney in terms of the quality of what they are putting out. I want so much for them. Better films, better original stuff. Like, let's put nostalgia in a drawer for a little bit, for a couple of years, and just focus on churning out originals. Stuff for the new generation. Like a pause on live action remakes. Lilo and Stitch, the live action remake, absolutely did not need to happen. You could have created something authentic, original, fresh, new for the new generation as the need arose. As the need came about. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Tomiwa'S Takes. If you agreed with the things I said, or if you loved how I said them, or if you really did not, leave something for me in the comments. Tell me something in the comments. I love to read the comments, you know. Of course, leave a like, and above all things, subscribe, because it goes a long way and it helps me keep this channel alive. I don't know what I need to say to get you to subscribe, but please subscribe. It's been me, and it's been real. Bye.